gentlemen, this is the opening contest live at TNA's Destination X, a three-way tag team match scheduled for one fall. The winners become the number one contenders for the TNA Tag Team Championship. Introducing team number one, accompanied by Salinas and representing the Latino Nation, Homicide and Hernandez, the Latin American Exchange.
We open Destination X from the Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. Yes, where the Chesapeake Bay meets the Atlantic Ocean with a three-way tag team matchup, where the winners of this match will become the number one contenders to the reigning title holders, AJ Styles and Tomko.
Team number two, accompanied by Christy Hemme, Lance Hoyt and Jimmy Rave, The Rock and Rave Eviction.
Don West, interesting situation in this three-way tag team opener. Two of these three tag teams have never worn tag team gold before in TNA. Of course, Latin American Exchange, they've been there before. Rock and Rave Infection, there you see the close-up look at Christy Hemme. Yes, Lance Hoyt, Jimmy Rave, they can get right into the title picture with a victory. Oh, not this again.
Oh, here it comes.
Come on, you're killing me with this.
Wonder what city you'll think we're in.
We love you, Asheville!
Nashville?
Well,
Hey, Cindy baby. Maury Povich called and said, I ain't your baby's daddy.
Maury Povich called, he's not his baby's daddy.
Why wouldn't it be?
And finally, team number three from Detroit, Michigan, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Direct to TNA from Detroit, Michigan. Here come the high-flying guns. Sabin and Shelley with an opportunity to get to that place where they have not been before, and you know more than anything else, these two kids from Motown want a shot at tag team gold.
Mike, you mentioned it. You know, a lot of people don't believe it when you let them know that the Guns have never won the gold. I mean, they were voted Tag Team of the Year in 2007, but they've never worn those belts, and believe me, this will make them the number one contender. You brought it up. Rock and Rave Infection also have never had a chance, so this is their chance to get in the title hunt. LAX, on the other hand, it's been a while since they've worn those belts. They're feeling forgotten, and they want everybody to know they truly are the number one contenders, and they want their belts back.
At the top of Destination X, you heard the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle, address the controversy involving this past Thursday's Impact broadcast. For the past 48 hours at our website, TNAWrestling.com, we have been taking your votes. Should Jim Cornette overturn Earl Hebner's decision? A yes or no vote, and you still have time to vote at TNAWrestling.com. And yes, throughout this Destination X pay-per-view broadcast, we will bring you up to speed on that vote. But bottom line, that decision is Jim Cornette's and Jim Cornette's only.
Well, Kurt Angle has a definite argument. Absolutely has a definite argument. And let's look at the results on should Jim Cornette's decision be overturned. And you can see right now the fans are siding with Earl Hebner's decision. Right or wrong, it's a decision he made and they feel like it should be stood by. Mike, I tell you what a way to start Destination X. I mean, think about this. Three great, incredible athletic tag teams as the Guns right now working together, and Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and you gotta admit though, just the, oh, look at that teamwork, Mike. That teamwork's unreal. Wow.
And then with Homicide's face completely exposed, you saw that drop kick delivered with authority. Oh man, right into the face, and then the pin attempt by Shelley gains him only a 2 count. I know that you heard from LAX as we see the tag in. Big Lance Hoyt and Homicide squaring off. Homicide and Hernandez tell us that you're going to see a more aggressive Latin American Exchange. Whatever it takes, they're going to be more serious. They have been bitching about a lack of opportunity for the past several months to get a tag title shot. Hernandez, Homicide, boys, this is your chance. You know, LAX, two-time TNA World Tag Team Champions, but they've not held the gold since April of 2007, almost a year.
Almost a year ago, but you look at the strength. Look at the strength of Hernandez, just holding him as you see the guns working on Rave. Here goes Homicide as Hernandez still holding him. Unbelievable, still holding Lance Hoyt. They talked about the edge, and now he breaks it down. And you talk about the blood running through your head. Holy crap.
LAX, I think they're sending a message to all the tag teams here in TNA. It's first pin or first submission that gains the victory in this opening three-way tag match. And you saw Homicide pull down that top rope. Big Lance Hoyt crashes out to the arena floor.
I mean, Lance Hoyt, oh, what a super kick. Homicide right into Alex Shelley. Here's the teamwork. Drop kick off the step ladder. Lance Hoyt gets shot, and here he goes. Saving, but again, that strength of Hernandez, the strongest man in TNA, and he's showing it tonight.
Oh, and then Rave, yeah, takes Shelley, presses him down backwards. Homicide, look at that Hernandez fly.
Hernandez over the top rope. I mean, this guy is unbelievable.
We told you
about
how aggressive they were going to be, and look at that. That's near 300 pounds flying over the top.
LAX on fire. I'm telling you, they are showing why. They held the belt 2 times before. You brought that up almost a year since. You know how hungry they are, but here come the guns. These guys work together so well. But when you talk about a combination of speed and size, like the Rock and Rave Infection have, all 3 of these teams have the ingredients.
When you talk about the guns, Don, it's almost like poetry in motion.
It is.
Watching the X Division style of, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. Jimmy Rave in trouble. Sabin going to take him over. Shelley's got both boots ready, and driving face first right in to the boots of Alex Shelley.
I mean, the word is synchronicity. I mean, they really and truly talk about being on the same page. I mean, they write pages, man. It's unbelievable. Look at this combo and how they spin it around, but Jimmy Rave waiting for him, gets the kick up, and then look at this. Jimmy Rave spinning around in his face, planting Chris Sabin. Wow.
Full revolution by Jimmy Rave. You're right, crashing him down. Look at these shots directed right at the jaw of Alex Shelley. Shelley able to get the boot right into the gut of Rave and then springs off the ropes, snaps his neck, and drives his face into the canvas.
Boy,
Shelley the pin, leg hook, 2 count only.
So close right there for Alex Shelley. And again, the Motor City Machine Gun. You think of that great feud they had with Team 3D, but none of that was for the tag title championships. And now this is their chance to get back on pace at becoming the tag team champions, which of course is their goal. Big Lance Hoyt. Wow, is he in the right place at the right time? And look at Jimmy Rave. He's a knee and then the DDT.
Notice, complexion of this matchup totally turns around because of that move from outside by Lance Hoyt. But then from outside, Homicide in with the blind tag, and he just T-boned Alex Shelley. Here goes Homicide, tag in. Here comes Big Hernandez.
Wow, look at that suplex, and he goes for another one. Just takes him right back. There's number 2, and he's going to go for a 3rd. And he sends him right into Big Hernandez. And Alex Shelley, oh, what a backbreaker right on the shoulder bone.
Sit down backbreaker, pin attempt. Sort of a nonchalant cover there by Hernandez. I think he really thought that he had him worn down sufficiently to get the pin, but that's not the case. Again, we open Destination X with a match where the winning team will become #1 contenders and get a shot at the TNA Tag Team titles. Check out this catapult move. Homicide clothesline first, and then slingshots in.
And it's an unbelievable clothesline because there's nowhere to go. 1, 2, so close, but Alex Shelley again gets that shoulder up quick. Not gonna let any indication be made that he's ready to be pinned. And Big Lance Hoyt blind tags himself in, clubbing Homicide on the back, and just slings him out of the ring like it's nothing. And then a kick to the elbow of Alex Shelley, and there he is playing a little air guitar.
Watch Homicide from behind, trying to get the attention of referee Rudy Charles. And you can see that Homicide has just had it up to here with the actions of the Rock and Rave Infection.
Well, they know they can't win if they're not in there, Mike, and they have just so determined. They just come in with, wow! The strength of Lance Hoyt sends a message to everybody as he just threw Alex Shelley across the ring.
Big fall away slam that time by Lance Hoyt. rockin' crowd here at the Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. It's TNA's debut in Norfolk at Destination X.
Oh, you can see everybody trying to get themselves tagged in. Referee Rudy Charles having a hard time trying to figure out who's legal and who's not. But right now, it's the Rock and Rave infection with the momentum, and Alex Shelley on the blunt end of that kick to the gut. And then you can see now pulling back on the chin of the neck and taking the air out of him.
Boy, this would be huge for Jimmy Rave and Lance Hoyt. One of those teams, Don, that's been around for several months here in TNA, but really looking both to combine that identity that they have with a winning record and a chance here for them to move right into that title picture.
Oh, look at those knife edge chops by Alex Shelley, but he goes right into the clothesline. Man alive, right now the guns. We talked about how in sync and how what a combination they are. They're having a hard time getting on the same page again, and that's what they need to do if they're going to pull out a victory.
That was Chris Sabin to the guns in to make that momentary save and allow, yes, his team with Alex Shelley to stay alive in this three-way opening tag. Meanwhile, Lance Hoyt continues the assault, putting those boots right into the chest. And you know, we've seen Big Lance go up to the top for a moonsault. It's pretty damn impressive when you consider that size. Here comes 6'6". Here comes about 275 right at you. Shelley able to move out of the way.
Well, when you do a high-risk move like that, you better make a decision and go for it quick. And he took too long, and that gave Alex Shelley a chance to get his breath back. He kicks Rave, and then he gives him the jawbreaker and kicks him into Hoyt. Now he's looking for Chris Sabin, and look at him reach. But Big Lance Hoyt comes over and sends Sabin down to the turf.
Just when it looked like Sabin was going to get tagged in. It's Big Lance Hoyt in to stop that, but there you see, tagged by Hernandez, and he comes in with that double clothesline. We talked about the aggression of LAX.
Oh, the Cracker Jack!
There he goes!
Unbelievable!
Jimmy Rave sent flying, Lance Hoyt to the ropes. Oh man, did he get elevated!
Uh-oh, he's got that shirt wrapped around the neck. Look at this straight as he just sends Jimmy Rave across. He's putting on a one-man show. Oh, what a spine buster! He picks him up and powers him down.
He just overpowered Lance Hoyt. Jimmy Rave turns Big Hernandez around. Here's that power game. Here's the strength. Shot off into the corner. Rave able to get the elbow up. A dazed Hernandez turns around. Cross body block.
You got to hit him with more than that. Oh, man! Powerbomb! Unbelievable!
Sit-out style. Shelley waits, measures. As Hernandez turns, catches him with the boot. Do they go up? Oh, sliced bread. Dropped him down on his head.
That's what Alex Shelley does. He does it so well, but he goes right in to the strength of Lance Hoyt. What a way to start. Oh, what a DDT. Unbelievable by Chris Sabin. And here comes Homicide. And he cracks him.
Caught him with that gringo stunner. Here's Jimmy Rave. Going to try and shoot Homicide off. That clothesline didn't connect.
Oh, Tope yeah! Whoa! Just took them all out. All of them out at once. Yeah!
Oh, yeah, they're standing in Norfolk.
Border
you see the border toss.
1, 2, done!
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the Latin American Team.
Destination X kicked off with the aggressive Latin American exchange, moving right into a tag title shot. I can't wait to see LAX against AJ Styles and Tomko.
We got to show you some of the things that happened. All three teams delivered. I mean, all of them came out prepared. This was when Hernandez held him up there for so long, but then Hernandez put on a show. Jimmy Rave, though, face plant there, busts him with the knee and then the DDT.
Oh, and then Hernandez with that great dual clothesline, the sit-out powerbomb, little tope con hilo here for Homicide. This is when you really knew that LAX was feeling it, and then Hernandez finishes them all.
And once the border toss is hit, it's academic. Unbelievable win for the now #1 contenders, the Latin American Exchange.